The backbone of good product development is a product lifecycle management system. ENOVIA Collaborative Design for SOLIDWORKS R2014X gives designers a management solution that lets them maintain their focus on design. R2014X introduces new enhancements to continue strengthening this paradigm. Let's look in on a project to better understand these new capabilities. Browsing into the workspace, the owner can now quickly assign an image for the workspace team. Browsing down into the folders of an existing project, the system identifies to the user the files that are currently managed, shown brightly from those with a slightly faded appearance that are not yet under management. The information provided can be further filtered based on revision, version, or configuration. A data card further organizes the attributes of the SOLIDWORKS component for each configuration. In the case of an assembly, this filtering extends to the structure of the underlying components themselves. R2014X also introduces the ability to save your queries for reuse as well as organize them in a meaningful way. We can also see that the Windows detailed view can be enhanced with attributes directly from ENOVIA. Each user has the ability to combine Windows file attributes with PLM attributes to tailor their environment to their personal taste. Once all the appropriate attributes are selected, the user can arrange them in Windows Explorer in the familiar way. Opening an existing design, we see that the user has been incrementally capturing the IP into the system. As a design progresses, the user can quickly check in more subcomponents and drawings as they mature. Here, the user checks in additional designs from the bottom up to continue capturing the assembly into the system. This methodology allows a design team to develop and mature all subsystems concurrently, providing the most efficient design environment. The integration fully supports the use of components completely outside the management control of the system. We see that the propane tank is not part of the design effort and is referenced from an external folder. On check-in, the assembly and its subcomponents will be ignored. This will remain the case for the entire design effort as long as this particular assembly remains external to the files under management. Upon completing the check-in process, the system clearly indicates to the user that the components are not yet managed within the ENOVIA system. To improve visualization of the design, the system has been enhanced with more preview capabilities. One example of this is within the Contains tab of any component. Here we see the user can now choose between the standard detail view and a new content view for a thumbnail image of each component in the structure. An exciting new capability is the copy structure function. This allows the user to quickly create a new derivative design based on any existing design, whether it is under ENOVIA management or not. The user selects the specific components from which they wish to derive a new design, and the system creates a new assembly, while maintaining the reference to all the other managed components from the original assembly. During the creation of the new derivative components, the user has the option of creating unique names either through manual or automated means. Here, the user adds a common prefix. Once names are complete, the user selects a destination for the new components in the system. Optionally, the new files can be automatically checked in as part of the operation. The command is then executed. Upon completion of the command, the user is placed in the destination folder. Opening the new assembly in SOLIDWORKS, we see the new unmanaged parts in context of the new assembly. From here, the user is given access to key SOLIDWORKS commands directly within the PLM menus to allow them to quickly begin editing the new components before they are checked into the system. Searching capabilities have been further enhanced with the new ability to search on dates based on common criteria such as today, this month, or this year. Let's now look at how we can share managed components in different locations within the workspace and combine them with non-SOLIDWORKS file types. Here, the user takes advantage of the enhanced Windows Send To command to quickly share a part in another folder. The user is presented with all the files that must be copied in case there are dependencies that must be honored within SOLIDWORKS. Another new enhancement is the ability to add non-SOLIDWORKS files to a workspace folder. Users can now drag and drop any existing file that can be managed by ENOVIA into a folder within the managed workspace. In this example, the user is assembling a selection of files for reference, including some Word and PowerPoint documents. The system supports the ability to drag one or more documents. Once the documents are in place, the user simply right-clicks them to check them into the system. In the past, users needed to launch SOLIDWORKS from Windows or from SOLIDWORKS itself. This release augments these functions by introducing the ability to launch a SOLIDWORKS part or assembly directly from the web client. Selecting the checkout command for a particular component, the user is given various choices for how they wish to access it. Once a selection is made and the component opened into session, the user may continue working with and manipulating the data. R2014X includes numerous other enhancements in this release spanning usability, functionality, and performance. ENOVIA collaborative design for SOLIDWORKS R2014X continues to evolve to offer your company a secure and open environment while allowing your designers to focus on what they do best.